Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, as many of you know, just came back from Alaska on the Majestic Princess with our group cruise. We had over 150 people on board, and from what I can tell, everybody had a pretty darn good time. So much so, many people said, Don, we wish we could go back to Alaska again. And this time maybe do just a slightly different itinerary. Well, your wish is my command. So one of the big things I heard this time is, boy, I wish we were going to Glacier Bay. That seems to be the highlight of most Alaska cruises. So we're going to go back. We're going to do another group cruise next year, 2025. This time it's going to be on July 5th. Out of Seattle, 7-day return. Nice and easy to fly into, fly out of. Makes it very convenient for everybody. Now, I'm going to tell you about the itinerary. I'm going to tell you about some of the things you can do, the ship we're going to be on, and etc. And then I'm going to tell you what I need from you to hold a reservation from you and the procedures we go forward. So please watch the entire video before you send off that email, because it makes it very, very simple and very easy to do. This time we're going to go on the Royal Princess, which holds one of the special places in my heart. It's the first Royal class ship of Princess, of course, one of my favorite designs of ship to sail on. And it was my first really big ship that I did when I started the channel, was on the Royal Princess. We're going to be on the Royal Princess. We're going to be sailing July 5th, 2025, and yes, it will include Glacier Bay. It's going to include the big three: Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, Glacier Bay, and Victoria, Canada. So let's go over some of the ports that we'll be visiting. First of all, you'll fly into Seattle, which has numerous things to come in and do. You can check out the Seahawks if you want. You can check out the Needle. There's the Glass Museum. There's all kinds of things to do. Absolutely a great city to sail out of. Our first stop on the tour will be Juneau, Alaska. And in Juneau is, of course, the whale watching capital of Alaska. That's where, the majority of whale watching tours. You're closest to the whale watching, the whale feeding areas. You could see orca out there. You could see humpback whales. They're out there to do their feeding and fattening up for when they head down to the Hawaiian waters, where they will be doing their mating. So they have to bulk up for the trips and everything. And they come down here because the food is plentiful in Alaska for these creatures. Well, other things you can do, of course, you can take the tram up to the top. You can head out to Mendenhall Glacier, walk around, head out to Nugget Falls, stand directly under the big, huge, powerful waterfall. Beautiful area to walk around in. It's absolutely gorgeous there. There's places to walk for the nature trails other than heading out to the falls. Plenty of picture opportunities. Absolutely a great place to go. And of course, you could always do the typical helicopter tours, glacier tours, salmon bakes, etc., all in Juneau. That's our first stop. We're there for 8 hours. Plenty of time to get out and do what you want to do. We arrive at like 1 in the afternoon. So the sun's up, the sun's going great, and you're going to be sailing out of there with a beautiful sunset, which will be spectacular. Next, we head into Skagway, Alaska. Now, Skagway, of course, is famous for that White Pass Railroad. You could head out and learn about the gold rush. One of the things I like to do is just walk around the town, look at the buildings, do some local shopping, take in the spectacular views, see some of the history from the gold rush, etc., that's going on right there. You can head up to the dog sledding. You can do a mushers camp. You can do a Klondike Summit salmon bake. There's all kinds of things you can do. There's so many different things. They have a suspension bridge you can go out to, as well as many native local villages that'll teach you about the communities and things going on in that area. A really nice, relaxing place to stop. Because it's such a far distance sometimes, like some of these tours are 9 hours if you want to head out and do like the Yukon and places like that, the Mushers Camp. You could also head up on float planes and helicopters, glaciers, and do the Alaskan glacier dog sledding and things like that. Well, we're there from 7 a.m. in the morning until 8:30 in the evening. 13 and a half hours. We're there plenty of time for you to do and get around to see whatever you want to see in Skagway, Alaska. Next, of course, is one of the big highlights of any Alaska cruise. If you manage to be one of the few ships that are allowed into Glacier Bay, consider yourself lucky. Not every ship gets to go there. That's why we head to Dawes Glacier, Dawes Arm, etc. Well, Glacier Bay is still the highlight. Everyone loves to do it. It's spectacular. It is a breathtaking views through that mountainside, and then you culminate with the viewing of the glacier itself, where the boat will spin around in a 360, so no matter where you are on the boat, you'll be able to get a good view, and then we head back out. It is an absolutely wonderful experience, and again, I'm just going to have to say that you will see in this cruise some of the most spectacular views out your balcony and off the ship you will see anywhere in the world. It hands down beats the Caribbean. It hands down beats almost anywhere in the world because it is so clean and so fresh. You can just smell the fresh air. It's completely different feel when you're there. That's why I go back to Alaska so many times. And as of this will be my 27th time to Alaska. That's how much I love Alaska. Well, now that we've done the Big Two and we've done Glacier Bay, we're heading off to Ketchikan, Alaska. Now, Ketchikan, Alaska has some great things in it as well. Of course, you can do the typical, doing the tours, doing the food, the clam bakes, the salmon bakes, etc. But you can also do the lumberjack show, which is famous there, that people seem to have an absolutely great time there. You can walk up to Creek Street and do a virtual tour that's going on around there. You can meet some of the ladies who do tours and explain what happened and what the history of Creek Street was originally. You also can do a duck boat tour that's there. And one of my favorite tours that's there is a ship called the Aleutian Ballad that is actually a refurbished fishing vessel from The Deadliest Catch, the TV show that everyone used to watch on TV about all, heading out and doing the crab fishing in the Deadliest Catch. And they tell stories and they explain how they do it. They'll do examples. And if you're lucky enough, you'll even see whales on this tour or flocks of eagles. I was lucky enough to catch a bubble feeding of whale when we were on the Aleutian Ballad doing a crab demonstration. That's right, crab fishing demonstration. There's a whale out there feeding just meters from our boat. And then one year we went out and we passed Eagle Island, I like to call it, and we were flooded with eagles outside of our ship. It was beautiful. So there's so much to do there. They also have the Alaskan Bear Encounter, which is by land and sea. You'll take a motor coach, you'll get onto a boat, you'll keep an eye out, but you're heading out to Neats Bay. And there you'll walk along a well tour to a covered area near the feeding area of the bears, where they like to head out and find salmon, etc. Well, that's one of the only places out there you can actually go out and see bears in their natural habitat without stumbling across them on a path somewhere. So that's an encounter you may want to check out as well. So yeah, then we head back towards Seattle with a quick stop in Victoria, Canada. Now, we're not there very long. We're there, in fact, under 3 hours. 2 hours and 59 minutes to be exact. We arrive at 9 p.m. at night. So a lot of the things are closed, but they still offer things like a tea party kind of setting in one of the historical hotels that are there. There's a light city tour where they'll tour you around and show you Victoria. It's too bad we weren't there during the day where we can get out to the national park, etc. That's there, the botanical gardens. But on this particular tour, it's our stop on the way back to Seattle, and we have to leave by midnight in order to get back to our cruise port in the morning, where we arrive back in beautiful Seattle, Washington, where you can spend another couple days if you wish. It's a beautiful city. Next, so that's what we'll be visiting. That's what we'll be seeing on this tour. Now, if you're interested, here's the details. I need you to send me an email. We will be collecting our emails over the course of a week. So please don't send me an email and then the next day send me, did you get my email? Did you get my email? And the next day, did you get my email? We will get your email. We have your emails. Don't worry about it. I have lots of cabins. I have enough cabins that I could buy the ship. That's how many cabins I have. Don't worry about that. Now, the big thing we need, if you've sailed with Princess before, let me know that if you have a captain circle number. And if you have it, please provide it. I need the full names that would be on your passports of those who are going. I need your mailing address. I need your phone number that we can contact you. And I need your date of births. All this information. Then what I need is the type of cabin you're looking for. Would you like an inside cabin? Would you like a balcony cabin? Would you like a mini suite? Would you like a suite? Please tell me the cabin you would look. Go ahead and check out the cruise. Go to princess.com. Look, July 5th, 2025. There's the cruise. Look over it. You can see the prices. Our prices are exactly what they are right now in the brochure, like that they're showing on the website. The big thing, of course, when you do a group, for instance, this time around, I gave over $9,000 worth of prizes at our cocktail party. Just as an example of things that we did extra on our group cruise. Plus, of course, if the price drops in the future, we lower your price to save you money. Some people save $1,300 from the time they originally booked to the time we sailed. It all depends on the cabin category, the type, etc. But we always keep an eye on it and we'll drop the price down if it drops down during the process. After that, we collect all that information. We will make a booking for you and reserve it for a certain amount of days. Then we will contact you, send you out the booking document, show you the price exactly, show you exactly the cabin you're in, etc., etc. And then you can decide yes or no, do you want to put down the deposit? And the deposit will be refundable right up until final payment date. So yes, full names of people, your princess number if you have it, your date of birth, your mailing address, and your phone number, and the cabin type you want. And please just send the one email. If by next weekend you don't hear back from us, send me another email. But don't worry about running out of cabins. We will have, I'm quite sure I'm not going to sell 1,000 cabins. I'm going to sell 150, 200 cabins. I'm not going to sell 1,000 cabins. So yeah, please just send the one email, because when we announce this, we literally get hundreds and hundreds of emails. Please just go to Princess website, check out the price. The price is exactly the same right now. We have locked it in at the current price. We just created the group. So our group pricing is exactly what's there. It will only either go up or down in the future. If it goes down, we refare it. If it goes up, you still have the current fare. And right now, the way things are going, prices are going up. So we had to lock in a price as soon as we could. I hope you'll join us. Please send me that email. Please be patient. We're just gathering all the information, so we're going to book it all on one day when I have that reduced deposit sale. And that way, everybody gets in at the same price. First come, first serve. If you give me all your information up front, you're going to be at the top of the list. If you're asking for quotes and prices and everything, I told you it's the exact price. It's in the brochure. It's going to take a while, and the people who gave me the info first obviously will be booked ahead of them. just, I'm only one person. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. I hope you'll join us on this next cruise to Alaska. Our last group had a great time from all accounts, and Princess treated us very, very well on board, and we look forward to doing Alaska one more time in 2025.